Hi, this is Sunday. How are you guys doing? This is day 7 in the 30-day Vlogtember series that I am doing the entire month of September. So give me a few minutes and let me tag a couple of people. Okay, I think I've got it. All right, so how are you all doing this fine? I think it's Thursday afternoon, well, evening. I've decided to go late in the evenings just to make sure that I get it done and I don't neglect it. So I do go at the end of the evening. So if this is too late for some people, I do apologize. But I do want to make sure that I get my 30 days in this month. So, all right. So the message for today. So anyway, before I jump into today's message, I want to just take a moment and say, uh, the last 3 days, I think, hold on, let me, get some. Okay. All right. So the last several days, what we've been doing is we went over how important it is for you to market. So hold on. I'm looking a little orange, and I want to make sure I fix that. All right, there we go. That looks better. Okay, so the last few days, that what we've been doing is we've been going over what you can be doing in order to prepare for your 2017 holiday planning. So day 1, we went over what are the 5 steps for your marketing plan, and over the last 3 days, I gave you 5 reasons in each of the months to celebrate and connect promotions within your business to celebration ideas in the month of October, November, and December. I just posted December's calendar that has all of the December celebration reasons in it, so you can pick from there. And so today, what I want to do is I want to talk about how do you attract people to your promotions, right? And what can you do as a business owner? Hey, thanks, Ash. What can you do as a business owner to make sure that you're not only getting the people that know, like, and trust you, but that you're developing new relationships with people by having an amazing attraction system? So I was thinking about this topic the other night. I was laying in bed, and for many of you all that know me, you know that my superpower is Facebook ads. And I struggle with telling people that I'm a Facebook ads guru, because that's really not the only thing that I really want to be known for. So I was thinking about this when I was sitting in the bed the other night, and I was thinking, like, how do I do an analogy with Facebook that people will understand? Because people are like, I must see, since I do Facebook ads, and I'm actually working on a class that's launching at the end of this month, I get a lot of ads in my news feed. So all I have to do is mention it, talk about it, and Zuckerberg's listening, and I'll start getting all these Facebook ads feeds. And so I was sitting in bed, this was a couple of nights ago, because I knew I was going to have this topic sometime this week. I just didn't know when. And I was like, how do I give an analogy of what Facebook ads are? And so when I tell people that I'm a Facebook ads guru, I think of, you know what? I'm a tools guru. I love tools. I love software, and I love all things that make my life easier. And Facebook ads is just an example of that. So I came up with this analogy for Facebook ads, hopefully that you all can relate to. Facebook ads are an equivalent tool, like, let's say, eHarmony. So eHarmony, if you are, you've been under a rock and you don't know, is a software tool that people use to find people to date, right? They've got this amazing algorithm associated with that software that is supposed to match people based on characteristics so that you can find the perfect mate. And that is exactly the way that Facebook is. So from an advertising perspective, I want you to think of Facebook ads as your dating site to match you with your perfect customer, right? That is all that it does, right? So there's there's some magic in there, but it's not everything, right? So just because you sign up for eHarmony, you put your picture on a dating site, you put your profile on, you still have to do the other work, right? You still have to go out on dates. You still have to make sure that you put on a great picture, that you have a great profile that speaks volumes to who you are as a person. And you still have to meet people, right? You still have to develop relationships, and you still have to do something to be able to turn that date into a relationship that ultimately for some people wants to be marriage, right? I want you to think about it the same way. That's exactly what Facebook ads is. It is just your dating tool to get you to meet as many dates as possible so that you can have lots of relationships with many people and sell your superpowers with. All right. So I don't know if that's a great analogy, but I thought it was a great analogy in terms of something that I can relate to. Because, way back in the day when I was dating, I'll have to admit, I did use online dating tools, and it is a great way to meet people. So let me tell you how Facebook does that. And I'm going to give you, I haven't really thought about what the number is, but I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why Facebook is that great tool to help you meet people. And the fact that you still have to do more work than just meeting people, right? You still have to develop a relationship, right? Because your greatest asset is the number of people that know, like, and trust you. So if you've got all these amazing promotions that you're going to be doing in October, November, and December, because I gave you 15 in 3 days reasons why you should be marketing your business, what you want to do is you want to build awareness and build exposure out to as many people as you possibly can so that you can increase your know, like, and trust with as many people. So I'm going to talk to you about how Facebook can help you do that from an advertising perspective. Okay, so the first and foremost reason, the reason why Facebook ads are a great tool to be a part of your attraction system is the power of its software technology in terms of targeting. So you know how I like to use fancy words and then break it down to you. So this is what that really means is Facebook has proprietary software in the way that it captures information about the people who are on its platform. So, and it's like no other. Like there's very few other engines that are as powerful as Facebook. And the reason that is because the sheer number of volume of people that utilize the platform monthly. So they're able to collect all sorts of data about its users that you really don't get to control the way that they're capturing that data. By the fact that you're using the platform, Facebook is capturing data, right? You use the messenger platform, you're texting your friends, you're posting pictures, you're liking pictures, you're liking videos, you're liking pages, so all of that all that information that it's capturing makes it a powerful tool that us normal people get to use, and we get to use that in our businesses. And there's no time like now where businesses get the opportunity to leverage that type of power so economical. Before it was just television and radio that had access to people, volume of people that business owners had. And they made it very cost prohibitive for small businesses to be able to leverage that. You had to have big bank to put a commercial on television in a primetime spot, right? You had to have big bank to be able to do a radio ad in a primetime spot that you got a lot of people. Facebook's not the same way. You get prime time real estate in front of people's news feeds, their video watching, all Instagram, all sorts of places that you can put your marketing messages in for relatively pennies on the click. That's like no other time in the history of marketing that small businesses can be just like the big companies, right? You can advertise your brand just like Coke does, Coca-Cola, right? You know, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, those large brands, you have the same power and the same tools before you to be able to do that like no other. So really, it's not a question of access to the tools. It's really about your knowledge and how do you do that. All right, so we'll talk about knowledge in a minute, but I just want to tell you that Facebook has got the mots, right? They've got the information and they've got the audience, right? So the question just becomes, how do you leverage that? So that's where advertising on the platform works for you as a business owner. So again, when I say it's like the eHarmony of advertising for small business, it is, because it's got all of the data. It's got all of the people, and your customers are on Facebook, right? They're scrolling right now, looking at pictures, and they're seeing your competitors' ads on it right now. So why not utilize it? Why not utilize the platform where your people are at, right? So that to me is a no-brainer. Facebook ads work, and those people who tell me that it doesn't work, it's usually not even 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they don't know what the hell they're doing, right? Again, we'll talk about the how in a minute, but I just want to talk about what you can be doing. All right. So from a dating perspective, right? What are you looking for when you're dating someone, right? And you go to an online dating, you want to go to a software, or you want to go to a platform that has volume of people that you would be interested in dating, right? Same thing. That's what Facebook ads allows you to do. The second thing is that you want it to be cheap for you to put your profile on, and you don't want it to cost an arm and a leg, right? Because dating used to be free, but now you got to pay to get in front of more people so that you have better odds of meeting the person that you want. Same thing with Facebook, right? You can get on it on the platform relatively cheap. You can advertise on the platform relatively cheap, but you still have to do some additional work. And so that's what I really want to talk about, is what that additional work is. Because what I really am kind of sick of seeing, or I don't see enough of, is people will do these ads getting you to join in on their Facebook classes and teach you, you know, the 5 things that you need to know to make Facebook ads successful to you. It is about knowledge, but it's not the only thing, right? You have to have the following things in order for Facebook ads to work for you. One, you've got to have knowledge about how to do the ads and utilize the platform. But more importantly, you have to make sure that you understand who your audience is, right? Who is it that will benefit from your product or service? And let's not forget, you have to have a product and service that is worth buying into, right? So you have to have a compelling product and service, and you need to introduce those products and services at the right time. So what do I mean by that? Just like when you're dating, you're not going to meet somebody and you're not going to start, you know, throwing up about how the fact that you want to be married, you want to have 5 kids, and you want to move in tomorrow, right? When you meet somebody, you want to introduce yourself. You want to get to know them. You take it, if you're smart, kind of slow. You don't divulge too much information. You have general conversation, right? Your offers need to be the same way. You don't need to immediately start selling a product to someone that doesn't know who you are. They don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you. And so you hear me say that often. If people don't know you, like you, or trust you, and that's the know you, like, the KLT factor is what people will call that. And it really, at the end of the day, for me, it's really, you know, forget the acronym. It's really about the reason I go to let's just use, I got a haircut today. I got more than a haircut. My hairdresser did like a phenomenal transformation of my hair, and I go to her not only because she's really good at what she does, but she's amazing to talk to. When I go there, I always feel relaxed. I feel comfortable. She's got an amazing atmosphere in her salon, and I just feel good when I go to her. I like the relaxation, right? And that's a relationship that we've built over the years, right? She was backed up, right? I mean, I came in with my big old giant afro. I'll have to show you guys a picture one day, but I came in with my big big old afro. I've been growing out my hair for 2 years. I come on with my big afro and I set her behind, and she's got 3 people in deep, behind my big giant afro that she's pressing out. And, they waited, right? She's got them in different variety of stages. And the reason why they do that is because she's amazing at what she does and they love her and she's great, right? So she's built that relationship. And no matter what you do, that's exactly what you need to be doing in your business, is building those relationships. And you don't start off with, kind of relationship turnoffs when you meet somebody. And as business owners, when you start marketing to strangers, you don't want to do the same thing, right? You don't want to turn them off by talking about you, and buy, and give me without providing some value. I listened to Earl Nightingale, his secret video audio tape. I listen to it probably every day. And one of the things that it says in that audio is that your ability to make money is all dependent on the amount of service that you provide. And as a business owner, that should be what you're focused on, right? What is the service and the value that you provide to your customers? All right. So enough about kind of, not throwing up on your customers or your prospective customers when you first meet them, but really it's all about your first offer, right? What is that first offer that you give your customer that are strangers to you? And it's usually not your core offer. It's something that's going to be easily consumable by that. Facebook allows you to make that introduction, to ask for that coffee date initially by doing an ad that's going to introduce your brand to your prospective customer. And it could find your customers like no other platform can. All right. So that's kind of one thing is that it can find your customers. It allows you to get that introduction. It allows you to put that profile picture of you, so to speak, so those images that are going to speak to your target client. And it also allows you to put your profile description, right? So your ad copy, right? What's going to attract somebody to your introductory offer in a way that's meaningful. And Facebook gives you like a myriad of different ways to do that. You can do that through video. You can do that through carousel ads, which are multiple picture ads, single ads. You can do that through just a variety of different strategies that you can do that through. You can promote your website. You can promote your page. You can promote your group. I mean, the list is infinite. And so what I really want to do is talk to you about like how do you know if you're new to advertising, like which way to go, right? So that's what I've created for this month is a free training series. And that starts next Thursday. It's going to be every Thursday. And we're going to take a look at each one of major topics within Facebook advertising for you to start to get introduced to the concept of what Facebook is. So the first training is ad strategies. What is the best ad strategy based on 3 different goals that you should have: attraction, awareness, and increasing sales. We're going to go over each of those. But before I talk about the training and how you sign up for that training, I want to just kind of go back to, in terms of it being a great dating, software for you as a business owner, is that Facebook advertising really allows you as a tool to introduce people. What are the other things that you need to do with the people? You still have to build the relationship. You still have to meet them. So you still have to go out on dates, right? So what is the equivalent of going out on dates with your prospective customers, right? You still have to engage with them, right? So you still have to do email marketing campaigns. You still need to have a group of some way to engage and nurture the group, right? Facebook ads is not going to do that for you. You as the business owner has to do that. You as the person who is trying to build and introduce, you're courting, right? You're the one who has to make the first step. You have to ask for the date. You have to, get people drawn into your life and into your community. And so that responsibility is yours. Facebook ads won't do that for you. They're just going to make the introduction, right? You still have to go on the dates. You still have to, show up for your community and provide value every single day to your community. So I want to just make sure that I set the record straight as a, Facebook ads proponent and as a trainer, that Facebook ads in and of itself are not going to sell your products. You still have to do some work. You still have to show up as a service provider, as a key person of influence in your particular area, sphere of influence, in your niche. You still have to do that work. You still have to provide services that are amazing. You still have to do that work, right? So I can provide you a tool, right? Just like Microsoft created, I came up with another analogy. I wanted to come with all these different analogies to talk about, like, how do we compare this powerful tool that really isn't going to do all the work for you? It's really just going to make the introduction and allow you to communicate your message out to whomever it is that you want to communicate. When Microsoft created his Office suite, right? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, those are amazing tools, right? Email, Outlook, right? Those are all great tools, but you still have to write the emails, right? You still have to push send. You still have to create the content in the PowerPoint for it to be an amazing webinar or presentation, right? You still have to put the data in it in order for it to crunch, right? And so I want you to still think of Facebook ads as the same thing, is that it's not going to do the magic for you. You still have to come with your best game and utilize the tool and create that magic with the tool. And so that is where I come in and help you learn how to use the magic that is Facebook for greatness, right? All right, so let's talk a little bit before my phone goes dead about what I'm doing in this 3-week series. So the first week, which is next Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Central, I will put the link to the registration in this live, is all about Facebook ads. I'm going to go over 3 powerful ad strategies that you can use in your business to either do one of the 3 goals that I say that you should be focused on in your business. And that is, 1, to build awareness. For those strangers who don't know you and you want to introduce your business to them, you need to build awareness. The second goal that you should have is that you should build engagement, right? So what type of ads can you run and what kind of strategy can you put together that's going to increase your engagement? And then the last and most importantly for many of us is, how do you increase sales, right? So we're going to go over those those goals and the types of ad strategies that you can utilize the Facebook tool, ads tool, in order to achieve those goals. All right, that's going to be next Thursday at 7 p.m. Central. I will include the registration link. Who is this training for? It is for people who are new to Facebook ads and they are ready to step out and get their offer out in a mass way, right? You want more than just the people that you can physically touch to introduce your product to, right? You want to be able to, let's say, I can meet 10 people in a day in my average day, right? If I go out and leave my house, I can meet 10 and I can talk about my business to 10 people. With Facebook ads, you can reach thousands of people in a day based on your ad spend, right? So if you're ready to do that and you know what your product and your core product and service is, this would be a great training for you. If you've tried Facebook ads in the past and you haven't been successful, it is because you don't know how to utilize the tool. So I'm going to start to teach you all how to do that and what are the best ways for you to do that. So you'll want to join me next Thursday. You'll want to register. It does require a pre-registration. We'll see you next Thursday. Okay, so this is day 7 of Vlogtember. You will see me tomorrow on day 8. Don't know what the topic is. We'll come up with it at the beginning of the day and mull over it, and I will be on around the same time tomorrow. So don't forget to register for a powerful Facebook ad strategy next Thursday night, and it will be done via Zoom. All right, so I hope you guys have a great evening. We'll talk soon. Bye.